Hello everybody and welcome to another Brother Crypt video. I hope you're well. I hope you're in getting this as I'm making this video. There's lots of sunshine outside in London. The time now is about 4:30 and yes, I just wanted to thank you for, all of my new subscribers. I hope you like the content and I will be very soon announcing the giveaway winner to my contestant, which I ran next week. But yes, let's move forward. Now, the reason that I've created this video is just because I wanted to keep everybody in the community, all of my subscribers updated. I will no longer be investing in MinexCoin, and I've actually dumped the coin for Bitcoin and Ether instead. On I think my suspicions and my disappointment over the last week or 2 weeks really started to take place. I noticed that as Bitcoin and all of the altcoins were gaining over the last 2 to 3 week period, MinexCoin had been sort of reducing in price very slowly. So on Sunday, I did some due diligence and then I looked and then I found the reason why. But basically, before I get into that, if you guys, are wondering what MinexCoin is and you want to get an overview, you can go to this YouTube video that I created back in February, just around the time I started getting into MinexCoin, and it gives you an overview of the coin and what they're doing. But yeah, moving forward. So back on Sunday, I sort of checked the Minex Telegram group, and there was a pinned post about this important announcement by Boris, who's the CEO of Minex System. I clicked on it. In the purpose of trying to make this video, I did click on the link because I wanted to share it with you, but unfortunately, it seems that that page has been suspended. So to sort of reiterate or to sort of summarize, basically, what MinexCoin does is that you can buy their coin and then you can park it and then it generates interest. And then in terms of other cryptocurrencies being secure, MinexCoin really sort of piqued my interest because you had the ability to make between 10 to 13 or 14% per month. The annual interest rate for MinexCoin was about 70 or over 70% a year. So I thought, well, if I could, make 10 or 20% a month on my, on my initial position, it would have been worthwhile. However, after coming across this article by Boris, basically they said that they are changing their monetary policy and they are drastically reducing their rate of interest. So at the time, I then decided that, I will liquidate some of my coins because the main reason that I wanted to get into MinexCoin was to generate passive income. I wanted to generate extra coins which I could sell on a month and, just basically have the profit, but then I wouldn't necessarily needed to go into my initial principal. So when MinexCoin announced that they were drastically scraping their parking payments, aka their interest bearing payouts, I just decided that this coin wasn't for me. And since then, the sort of coin has dived and reduced in price drastically. So yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up in case any of you are in MinexCoin. And then because I couldn't actually bring up the article, it was funny. The article that I read on Sunday was posted on Medium, but as I said, in the process of trying to make this video, I searched for it and that page is suspended. And I can't tell you why that page is suspended because looking on all other pages on Medium, the Medium website is still operational, And I think even MinexCoin, they have like two sections on Medium. So one seems, very old. It looks like the latest news was on the 13th of October. It hasn't really been updated then. But then, the information that I came across on Sunday was fresh. It had been posted in the late April, April the 20 something, and it was basically explaining why that principle is just reduced. But before we go into it, I just really wanted to show you my next coin on the chart. So let me refresh this page. Currently, now the price for my next coin is at, we're just waiting for it to refresh. Check my internet connection. My internet's good. We'll do this again. I think it's because it's loading the charts. Forgive me for this wait, ladies and gents. I just really wanted to give you core up-to-date information. Okay, now for whatever reason this page is taking long, but yeah, based on a few minutes ago, the price was at $4.19. It's still $4.19. Now, when I got into MinexCoin, it was around February this year. So let's go back, let's go back 3 months. In fact, let's go back a year. But I got into MinexCoin right around the 10th. In fact, I'm going to bring up my wallet. Where's my MinexCoin wallet? Okay, so let me just bring up my wallet and then we can see when the first deposits came into my account, transactions. So yeah, it was the 10th. I received 100 MinexCoin on the 10th of February. So around the 10th of February, we need to go back for this price. Yeah, so we got the 10th of Feb here. We're almost there. 10th of Feb. All right. So when I got into MinexCoin, the price per coin was around $17 per MinexCoin. So I went in at 100 coins. And then we can see that basically over the last 3 months, there was good, stable growth in the coin until we got to about the 20th of March, which is coincidentally when Bitcoin started doing its run. So, I was just monitoring MinexCoin sort of on a consistent basis every few days, and I really didn't like the way that it was going down. So, when did I check? It was around the 28th. Let's go with the 28th. Yeah, by around the 28th of February, I checked the coin and it was based at $16, which was close to my initial price when I got into Minex. You see, like basically over the last 3 months, my first purchase of MinexCoin was for about 100 coins, and then later on I started accumulating whilst it had risen. So on the 28th, I think I had roughly just over 200 coins, like 210 or 211. So I was really concerned about the price. And in fact, I had it in the middle of a park, and that park should have generated me, around about 13% on my investment. However, because the price was going against me, I just decided to pull out my coins from the park and sell them as quickly as possible. So let's just check. Yeah, I've talked about this already. Now in the Telegram group, they sort of posted a similar message, and then when you click the link to this Google, it's meant to take you to the Medium page. But as I said, this Medium page is suspended, so I can't share it with you. But just to summarize, MinexCoin, they are drastically reducing their amount of interest payments. So it's not really helpful for me. It doesn't fulfill its purpose. Now I've logged into my former MinexBank. This is where I was able to park my coins and then set what type of interest I wanted to get. Most of the time I was going in at monthly or occasionally weekly. Now, what you're seeing here is that, fair enough, it tells you that the interest rate is still at 14 per month, which has gone up, and then another 70 per year. But what they're not telling you is that after May the 16th, this will change, and then the new interest rates will come into play, which are going to be drastically reduced. Maybe if I had a few coins, I could have just shown you for a yearly one, but this is, what was basically said in that missing Medium article. Um, if you go to their Twitter page, they 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 do say, unfortunately, today we're experiencing problems with our Medium blog. As some of you would have noticed, we're trying to reach Medium support team with all possible instruments. Hope this issue be resolved quickly. To be honest, I'm a little bit skeptical. I can't understand why there are other Medium pages up like this one, and other people have been able to post on Medium. If we go to the home page, we can see it's running. If we click on this article, let's see if it's shown. Forgive me, guys. For some reason, my internet's really slow today. But yeah, we can see that this page is up. I just sort of clicked on another one, and then that's loading up. That's going to show up. So I just think it's very convenient for me, for Minex. They've mentioned about how they're going to be decreasing their rate. There's probably been a huge sell-off, because I wish I had actually sold out on Thursday. So let's just go back on the chart for the last 7 days. So, I made a conscious decision to sell on April the 29th, and the price was a lot higher then. So yeah, we've got April the 29th, price is at 16.83. Since then, it's just plummeted. I'll say that there's a little bit of support, but even still with that support, it's just still plummeted, and now we have a price of 14.17. So overall, I sold my my entire holdings. I think I lost somewhere between about somewhere between 5 to 10% of its value, but I'm just glad I didn't take a bigger L, or make a bigger loss. So I lost a little bit on my entire holdings of MinexCoin. But what I'm frustrated at is really the time and the opportunity cost. I came into Minex with the plan to make at least 100% of my investment from mining within the space of the year. And by MinexCoin changing their algorithm, it's basically just taken the carpet under my feet without any prior warning. So, back in January, this was almost a top 100 coin. It was certainly in the 90s, or in February, or bordering around 100. Now it's 239. Now their price is declining. I'm sure that their community's going. So basically, that's it, guys. I just really wanted to tell you why I've dumped MinexCoin. If you check their Telegram group, they say that they're doing all of these things. They're waiting for atomic swaps. However, Komodo has released their atomic swaps, so they're ahead. They're in the testing phase, but I can't do anything with the testing atomic swaps. Also, they're talking about being a payment mechanism as well. Well, Litecoin and Dash are, they have better sort of media coverage for them to be accepted as a payment. So the only thing that I found viable about MinexCoin was their ability to pay me back interest in the form of parking, and without that ability to do it, there's really no point in me being in the coin. So yeah, I just really wanted to keep you up to date with this, guys. Let you know that if you're in MinexCoin, you might want to review your position. Basically, I also checked the Bitcoin forum, the Bitcoin Talk forum, and other people are talking about the same thing, you know. Basically, the project is not doing good, alts are booming, and MNX is left behind. I invested and mined Minex because it was supposed to have a stable price and good place to bank with good returns. But the main attraction, stable price, is not happening, which means people have lost faith in MNX. Good luck to the MNX team to get out of this hole it has fallen out to. Yeah, I wish them good luck as well. But you know me, I don't have time. There's so many other attractive projects in the cryptocurrency space. So my hard-earned capital is going to be directed into those. So yeah, if you've got any questions, if you're in MinexCoin, if you think I've made a mistake, please let me know in the comments. Please keep me up to date. This is Brother Crypt signing out. Keep it cryptic. Peace.